25 seconds. So the beauty of this circuit is it's 20 seconds work, 20 seconds rest, okay? We'll see how it goes in the first run through. Normally it's 30 on, 30 off, but it's quite a long one when we do it like that. So I'm going to stick with 20 on, 20 off. The first exercise is either going to be skipping if you're using your skipping rope, or we're going to do spot sprints. And it is still spot sprints, even though it's low intensity. Don't just go, I'm just going to take it easy tonight. Work hard, get the heart rate up. Stand by, 3, 2, 1, 20 seconds of sprinting. So we're sprinting on the spot, and again, think along the lines of high knees, okay? That's how we go fast. If you think about pulling those knees up fast, rather than trying to have fast feet, we can end up losing the coordination. So it's 20 seconds blast. Good. And just like that, we're done. 20 seconds rest, okay? So again, move around. Don't stand still, don't stand stationary, don't fart about. 12 seconds, we're going to be doing a squat with a prominent pause at the bottom, followed by standing up and doing more leg raises. Okay, so it looks like this. Pause, up, jump, squat, pause, up. Let's go, up. Squat, pause. The reason for the pause, use it as a stretch. Make sure you're keeping that chest proud. We do it every single warm-up. We do this every single warm-up. That's what we're doing, but without putting those elbows into the knees. Down, pause, stretch. Making sure we're holding a good proud chest. Bring the knee up high, okay? Easy, isn't it? Right, this one, cardio again. I want you just simply light on the toes, punching, okay? Now I want you punching properly, not flapping the arms. Keeping it in nice and tight, making sure we're keeping these elbows in at the body. You ready? 5 seconds. Fully extending the arm. Keep these shoulder blades pulled together. Go. Nice and fast, nice and light on the toes. Punching forwards, full extension of the arm. And I want you to think about pulling. Pull that arm back, okay? All the way. Look at my elbow position, please. Don't make me call you out again. That's about 3 circuits in the go. We need to work on your elbows. We need to work on your elbows. Relax. The man who's in the room with the blue, whatever the hell it is, might be grey, depends on the lighting. You need to work on these elbows, okay? We don't want this all the way in. Same with the overhead press. Next exercise, full press up position. Stand by. We're doing T rotations. You ready? That's this. Up, down. Rotate. Trying to rotate from the upper back, keeping the hips down as best you can. Feet together, knees together, straight arm. Keep your eyes on the fingertips. Good. So that helps loosen off the upper body, but it's working on my thoracic spine as well. Right, X planks. Make an X with your limbs. From here, I reach up, reach across, back down with the hips. Lift up, reach across, back down with the hips. It's just like the one we do at the warm-up, okay, but we're going real wide. Keep that X, so I lift the hips, reach across, down. And again, just like the warm-up, you're striving to be able to reach the ankle, but if you can only reach the middle of the shin, that's fine. Make sure you're pushing those hips up and back, and you're not bending the knees, okay? You want to feel, well done. So that's a core exercise, but it's also a good mobility drill as well. Turkish get up, okay? We're going to be doing it with our imaginary kettlebell. Imagine it's a heavy one. Right arm, right leg, stand by. Nice and controlled. Don't be lazy just because you don't have a weight. We're up, we drive the hand, we glute bridge high, leg through from the lunge, stand up tall, squeeze the butt. It's a reverse process. Keep your eye on that kettlebell. Make sure you treat it like there's a heavy kettlebell there. Don't be lazy and don't get complacent. We're trying to build up our movement pattern. Finish your rep, whether it's up or down. Okay, don't be lazy. Just because you don't have a weight, don't start like letting the arm flare about. We're trying to get good practice in here. Change arms, stand by. Left arm, left leg. Arm out to the side. Shoulder blade pulled together. Arm fully extended. And punch, drive the hand, glute bridge all the way. Now's the time to get this right. The arm is always fully extended. It's always pointing towards the sky. And I'm always under control. Don't let that arm wave left to right just because you don't have a weight. If you really want to use, if you want to use your water bottle or something when we get into the next round, feel free. Because what I do see is people starting to let their arm just flow because it's quite difficult when you don't have a weight to keep you right. Stand up, next exercise is jumping jacks. Stand by, 5 seconds. Up nice and tall, nice and proud. Shoulder blades pulled together, arms down by the side. Let's go. Nice and dynamic. And I want you to work, I want you to really think about the shoulders. Forget the cardio, think about the shoulders. Pull the shoulder blades together. Try to keep these arms nice and straight, nice and graceful. Trying to keep the shoulder in the joint. Try not to let them shrug. Good. Well done. Believe it or not, that's run through one done. So very low intensity tonight. Everybody feeling okay? Yeah. We can take it up a notch or we can keep it at the same. He's quite happy with it. I'm going off for you people tonight. Feeling all right? Keep it at 20-20. Happy with 20-20? Let's get back into another round then. Happy with that?
Activity completed.
Good. Right, 30 seconds. We go again. Keeping the exercises the same. 20 seconds on, 20 seconds off. So as you can hear, heart rate's up. Got a wee bit of a sweat on. Feeling better, feeling more mobile, that's for sure. Anyway, Turkish get up. I'm saying it again. We're putting it in so you can practice the exercise, get the movement pattern right. Don't get complacent and don't go really fast just because you don't have a weight. Imagine you're holding a real heavy kettlebell. Skipping or spot sprints, which I'll be doing. 3, 2, 1, go. So we're going fast. Make sure these feet are actually clearing off the floor. Okay, really off the floor. Skipping, you just go at your own pace. I want you building up a good skip. Your goal with skipping is to be able to skip without tripping up. Okay, once you start to feel competent with that, you can start playing around with it. You can start playing around with, right, I'm going to try and decrease my jump height, or I'm going to try and do running on the spot or whatever. You play around with it. Right, squat, pause, lift one leg up. When you're lifting the leg up, really lift it up as high as you can. Work the core. 3 seconds, everyone. 3, 2, 1, squat down, pause, drive up. Squeeze the butt before you lift that leg. Make sure those hips are locked out. And remember, we're lifting that leg as high as you can. Almost like you're trying to touch your nose with your knee without moving your head, of course. We keep our body nice and solid. Woofed. Good. Good work, everyone. Punches, punches. Nice and light on the toes. Elbows, okay, just like the overhead press, they're underneath and pulled down. Forwards, it's the same thing. Pull them back, pull them in line with the body. Don't let them flare out here. Okay, no power, you're losing so much power. Go. So rather than just focusing on brute force punches, build up that movement pattern first. A full extension of the arm, followed by a full pull back. You should almost be punching yourself in the chest because you're pulling your arm back. Good. That's looking better. Well done, everybody. Good, and relax. T rotations next. Let's get these right, okay? So I'm keeping my body nice and tight, feet together, knees together, and I'm trying to drive that other hand into the ground. It's all about the shoulders here. Shoulder blades are pulled together. You're going as far as you can. Don't break form. Don't look like this. Go. Nice straight arm as far as you can take it until it's pointing towards the ceiling. You're not rotating the whole body. You're just trying to rotate the upper body. And if you get it right, you'll feel a wee bit of a stretch going on in your lower back also. But this is very important. We're trying to mobilize that upper back. Okay, that thoracic spine. X planks. Again, think of our usual warm-up stretch, but we're in an X. Each hand, each foot is making an X. I lift the hips up as I reach across. Good. Lift the hips down. We don't let the hips sag, okay? I don't want you letting the hips sag. That's what makes it work into a core exercise. Lift up, reach across, back down. Lift up, reach across, back down. Start reaching for your knee. Too easy. Go a bit lower until eventually I want you to really feel that you're getting a good stretch as you reach across. Stretch as you push those hips up and back. Good. As you reach across for the foot, rotate the body with it. Rotate the body with it, okay? Right, next exercise is a Turkish get up. Turkish get up. So whatever hand you want to start on, just remember, treat it like it's solid. Really work on keeping this arm locked out. Stand by. Punch up. Drive the hand all the way up on that glute bridge. That's where a lot of people are getting mistakes made. They're doing a half glute bridge, struggling to get their foot through. So make sure you're always doing that that's why we're practicing it now with minimal weight, as in no weight, or your water bottle if you want. Good. But again, this arm is fully locked out, shoulder blades pulled together, and if you're struggling to achieve that, you need to work on your mobility, which is easy enough done because there's plenty there now for it. So changing arms, the arms completely fully extended, locked out, but the shoulder blades pulled together. So this thing is solid. Go, punch, drive the hand all the way up on that glute bridge. And I mean all the way up. If you find it difficult to do now with no weight, imagine how much harder it will be when you've got weight. So if you are struggling with your Turkish get-ups, now's the time to make them better. Good. Jumping jacks next. Jumping jacks. Focus on your breathing. Good. Fantastic, everybody. Right, jumping jacks in 5 seconds. Good form, good posture, and the purpose of is this. Good, controlled shoulder work. Okay, not just helpful leather flapping these arms about. Shoulder blades pulled together, trying to keep the arms nice and straight, and I want you to really think about the shoulder joint. That's what's moving here on the upper body. Shoulder joint only. Pull those shoulder blades together, especially if you feel those shoulders starting to round or you start to feel your elbows bending. Right, good work. Catch your breath. Round number 3. The final round, everyone.
Activity completed.
30 seconds and we'll get straight into it. Catch your breath. A wee sip of water if you need one. Good. So from this, if you are feeling a bit stiff and sore and now you're feeling a bit more mobile, if you do, I'm not saying don't sit down. Of course, you're going to sit down and chill out tonight. You're well deserved. But if you do feel stiff and sore, just keep getting up and trying to get into a squat as often as you can. 3 seconds, we're going skipping. We're going spot sprints. Go. Sometimes if your legs are that sore, groin's that tight, the last thing you want to do is crack a squat. But just try to throw mobility in randomly to your day. If you've been sitting down for an hour, get up, squat until you can squat to your normal depth. Good, and then crack on. Right, squat, pause, leg lift. Once again, we're doing the perfect squat. We're pausing at the bottom to get a good prominent stretch in the groin. Sorry for the noise. It's windy outside tonight. Horrible night. You ready? 3, 2, 1. Squat down, pause, drive up, lift that leg with that chest nice and proud throughout. Really focus on trying to get that leg as high as you can. Feel that core working. Feel the core lifting it up. Really screw that foot into the floor. Good, as you lift that other leg up. Really drive the toes. That's where we're getting the stability from. Good, fantastic. But once again, hopefully I've been harping on and long enough about driving these toes in that it's starting to happen without thinking about it all the time. Right, punching. So light, nice and light on the toes. And remember, we're trying to keep these shoulder blades together. Try to keep this shoulder girdle nice and solid. Don't let it all flap about. I just made a word up there, flap. But you know what I'm saying. Nice and fast, but correct punches. Get a full extension of the arm. No point trying to go real fast if you're not quite getting it right, okay? So pull that arm, that fist all the way back to your chest. Punch it out, full extension, while keeping the shoulder blades, you guessed it, pulled together. Right, next up, T rotations. I'll do them this way this time. So again, feet together, knees together. Try to rotate. We're trying to address any tightness in here and in the upper back. So that's what I want you to work, not the whole body. Go. So you should stay on the same point in your toes. Throughout, you should be on those tip toes. You should never feel like you're rotating on the feet. If you are, then you're rotating those hips. And if you are, you're doing the movement wrong. Nice and controlled all the way up. Eye on the hand. Good, there we are. Stand up, shake out, because you've got 20 seconds. And then we go nicely into X planks. Really focus on the stretch across. See when we're lifting these hips up, it's not just reaching. I want you to rotate that torso across, rotate it across. Get a good stretch, let's go. Doesn't matter how stiff you are, you can still achieve a good stretch. The only difference is, the more flexible you are in it, those groin area and hamstring areas, you'll be able to reach further down your leg. But we feel it working the core ever so slightly. Stand up, good. Turkish get-ups, the final sets. Okay, so again, focus on that glute bridge. Very quickly, if you can see me. Okay, this bit here, get those hips all the way up. People go like this, and then they're wondering why they can't get underneath it, okay? Hips all the way up, go for it. Really focus on it. Treat it like a glute bridge, because that's kind of what it is. Think about the shoulder. Pull together. Arm solid. No matter what direction someone came along and pushed that arm, it's going nowhere. And I'm keeping my eye. Good work. Finish the rep, whether it's standing up or sitting down. And then back down we go. Change arms. So it's all about the arm. Really focus on that arm and shoulder and keeping it in the socket, not rounding. Always have it pointing towards the sky. Go. And keeping your eye on that imaginary kettlebell. Do not let your eyeballs stray off of it. And you can feel it, even without weight, it still works as pretty hard. You can feel the core working, okay? Relax there. It's not exactly an easy exercise. So it's important you understand how to do it properly. That's why I throw it in on these low intensity ones. Jumping jacks, feet together, chest proud, shoulder blades pulled together, arms by the side. Let's do it. Straight in and go. That was a bing bong, by the way. Good, I don't know if these are frozen on live. These are frozen. I'm presuming you can hear me. Good. Well, I'm hoping you can hear me. Jumping jacks. 5 more seconds. Good. Just like that. It's hardly worth getting your clothes sweaty for. I'm only kidding. Right. So that's us. 3 rounds in the bag. I thought we'd try 20 on, 20 off instead of 30 on, 30 off, because when it's 30 on, 30 off, it kind of feels like we're walking around a lot waiting. So that was a wee bit quicker tonight. But same effect. Just like I said at the start, it's not about busting along tonight. It's about loosening you off, getting you moving, and making you feel a bit clearer on the head with the power of exercise. Getting the power of exercise mentally without taking too much out of yourself physically. Oh, that could be the capture, that could be the caption I just invented there for the low intensity workouts.